All right. Well, these first four are they take 2 seconds. Number one, it says, tell whether the transformation appears to be a rigid motion. Tell me what a rigid motion is first.
It just moves.
Stays the same size, right? So if it doesn't change size, it is a rigid motion. So number one, does that look like a rigid motion?
Yes.
Yeah. To me, it looks like it just rotated, right? It just turned so that this point was this point. But they look like the same size. So I would say yes, because they are the same size. Okay, what about number two?
No.
No, why not?
They are not the same size.
They're a different size. Number three?
Yes.
Okay, now here's a question for you. What transformation do you think number three is?
It flipped.
It could be a mirror.
Reflection.
It could be a reflection.
Yeah.
What else could it be?
It could be a turn.
A slide.
It could be a turn.
Oh.
It could be a slide, right? Because it's so symmetrical in its original shape, there's a lot of things this could do. It could reflect over this line, it could turn around this point, or it could just slide to a new spot, right? So it can be a lot of things, but it is a rigid motion because it's the same size. What about number four?
No.
Yes.
You think it's a different size?
It looks smaller.
It mirrors.
You could probably check actually. Oh, you guys you're not in Notability. I was gonna say you could check. I think it's the same size.
It mirrors.
Wait, so 3 was yes?
Doesn't look like it to me.
Am I not up there? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I put it.
Yeah.
Everyone said no, so I crossed it out.
Um,
I put no.
Yeah, this one would be a flip, right? It flipped over that dotted line.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 5 and 6. It says, the dashed line is the image. What's an image versus a pre-image?
It's like what it turns into.
What it turns into, what it becomes, right? The image is what it becomes. The pre-image is what it started as. So if my pre-image is ABC and my image is A prime, B prime, C prime, it says choose an angle or point from the pre-image. Tell me what its image is. So if we say point A maps onto what?
A prime.
A prime. Okay. Then it says list all pairs. I'm going to say list one pair because all is ridiculous. But corresponding sides. So if I pick BC, segment BC maps onto what?
Segment B prime.
BC.
B prime, C prime. Okay. So when they're the same letters like that, it's pretty straightforward and simple, I would say. Number 6 is a little bit different because they don't use the same letters. So let's first figure out what we think happened here. Do you think
It rotated upside down.
you think it rotated?
Yeah.
So if it rotates, right, around, then we would say V became what? V became M. What if it didn't rotate? What if it slid over? What if it slid this way and then flipped onto itself?
Holy water.
What the heck?
What would V match up with then?
L.
That would be L instead, okay? That's the next thing I'm going to teach you. It's called a glide reflection. But we've not talked about it. Here, let me show you. So if I slide it over, it would be like
It's gonna mess me up.
this, right? And then I would flip over this line to get to this. So it slides and then flips. We're not going to do any more with number 6. I just wanted you to speculate. All right. I'm going to give you a couple minutes to see if you can do this. Tell me what this capital T stands for.
Translation.
Translation. What is another word for translation?
Transform.
It is a transformation.
Oh.
But what's the simple word? A translation could also be called a slide. Okay. So this is a slide of -1,4. See if you can figure out where your A, B, and C prime would land for that translation. Try to graph it. And then I'll graph it with you in just a minute. Oops.
Can you check mine?
Remember this is X and this is Y, right? So -1 would be to the left.
Oh, I got it.
4 would be up.
Yay!
Can I check my list?
Yes!
So one left.
Flip the coin to see if we had to do O number or like a test or something.
I love playing that.
We choose, he's like,
Top
hey,
tricks I've
and
seen
then
at the same time.
it's
Remember when
like-
everybody would use.
Okay, so let's double check this. If you're at point A and you're gonna go 1 to the left and 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Boom.
your A prime should be up here. Okay?
Oh, I did it.
Most common error is that people do what was just talked about, right? Instead of going left 1, they want to go down 1. Okay? Just keep in mind that this has to be your X value first. X is always left and right. And then your Y value second, which is up and down. So then from B, you go left 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So that's B prime. And then C is left 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 up. That's C prime. And then we would just draw this in. Okay. On mine.
No, just in general.
What?
Look.
Because you're blind.
Oh, why is the camera? That's not what I want.
I got it. That's a good
No,
one.
just because the graph is so close together, I can't.
Luke's
Oh.
a silly little boy.
Because you can't zoom in on yours like I can on mine. Okay, this one, when they're the same number, it's kind of convenient for you guys because even if you go the wrong way, you'll still get to the right place, right? But this should be 3 where?
To the side.
3 to the right, and then 3 up, okay? So from N, 1, 2, 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3 up would put you here. So that's N prime. O, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's O prime. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's M prime. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3
I got the same
is
thing as
P
you.
prime.
Fucking honestly, I can't see it from the rest.
Can you check my work?
It's the same thing. Whiteboard.
Perfect. Good job. Oh, I didn't check the bottom stuff.
Oh.
Were you saying the bottom too?
That too.
Well, check it as we do it. 'Cause
Okay.
I want to
I think I'm
have everyone talk through it. All right. This says the dashed line is the image. Okay. So we are starting with the solid figure. We are moving to the other. 2 very important things here. Number 1, you need to tell me what transformation is happening. So to get from A, B, C, D to A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, that is a what? Translation or reflection?
Translation.
Translation. So you put the capital T. Okay, I want to see a capital T there. I want to know that you know that we are sliding. So that's the first important thing. The second important thing is that you have the brackets with 2 numbers in place. Okay, and here's the thing. You may start from any point you want, but you need to end at that same point. So if I'm going to start at A, where am I moving to?
A.
A prime, right?
Yeah.
If I'm going to start at B, that's fine, but then I need to move to B prime. So where do you want to start? I don't care.
Negative.
A.
You get negative 3, 4.
Okay, so if we start at A,
-3, -4.
to get to A prime, it's 1, 2, 3 to the left. What is that number?
-3.
-3. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down.
-4.
-4. So we would say a translation of -3, -4 of A, B, C, D
Oh.
maps onto A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. This is what I need to see from you. This is what I would like to see from you. But this for sure gets you the credit.
But like, let's say we don't put the moving it to the A prime, C prime.
Right. This is all you have to do.
Okay, so the A, B, C, D to the
Is
A
bonus
prime.
material.
I don't need to do that.
No.
Are
I
we
will-
turning this in?
Would I get like
Yeah.
extra credit if I did that, or is there no point in doing it?
I don't know. You think there should be extra credit for doing that?
Yes.
I mean, it's extra work.
No. No, you
Shut up, Isaiah! Gosh.
I'll think about it. Okay.
Matrix.
The rule for this one, I'm going to start at U,
Is it hard?
and then we're going to end at U prime, okay? Look at where everything falls. U to Y to X to W to V, back to U. U to Y to X to W to V, back to U. They go in the same order, right? So there's no reflection here. It's just a slide again. It just translated. So capital
T
T,
bracket.
and then what is it?
4
negative
minus
3.
4 negative
1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3 down. So 4, negative 3.
This is my favorite math ever. This
I'm
is
glad
so
you
easy.
like it
It's
so
so
much.
easy. It's kind of fun.
These are so confusing.
All right. Any questions on translations? That's the first thing we did. All right, let's move to reflections. So this says find the coordinates of each image.
So is that just brackets with the coordinates? What do coordinates?
Okay. So, what happened to the bus?
It broke down. Okay, take a look at this. Capital R means what? Reflection. Okay, so what is this first one telling us to reflect over? The x-axis, okay? The x-axis, and it's written on here. You can see which one is the x-axis. That's this line. You are welcome to draw these lines in, but we're doing all of these different reflections on the same graph, so you might not want to write this in. You might just want to refer to it, but that's up to you. Okay, so here we are. We're saying we're going to reflect point A. So let's think about this. If we're currently at A
Wouldn't it be
Point
2
C.
negative 2?
and we want to reflect over that, you would end
At point.
at point C, right? If you're 2 above the line, then you need to go 2 below the line.
Yeah.
So you could say the reflection is point C.
Ah. Jinx. And that's it? Like for number 1?
Yeah, I mean, you can name the rest of them, we're probably going to have to just name as a point, but this one is a point already on there. So the other option is you could have called it 2, negative 2. You may do either one of those. Okay, now look at B.
But what?
B is here. I'm doing it in purple. Which one is the y-axis?
3, 4.
The vertical, right? This is the y-axis. So if we're going to reflect over the y-axis, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. Where do you go?
Negative 4, 4.
4 to the left. That is the point. Negative 4, 4. Okay, I want you to try the next one. A reflection over y equals 1 is what kind of line? Y equals? Horizontal, right? Y equals is a horizontal line. So figure out where that line is, find point C, and then tell me where you're going to end up.
This is low-key confusing.
This is so fun. I think I did them right, but it's hard to read it because they're so like together.
Point C. Where's y equals 1?
It's right here, that line right there.
That's x equals 1.
I mean, yeah, sorry, no, right here, right there.
Y equals
It's
1
hard to
is
tell from the,
here.
it's not
I
thicker,
know.
but
This
like,
is the axis.
yeah, it's right there.
Okay, so if I'm taking this point,
It would go
And
up 3
reflecting.
and then up 3 again.
so what point is that?
That one's C prime.
Right, but tell me what point that is.
Oh, I have to write it next to them?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, how are you gonna?
I mean,
see?
yes, you will do a lot of it just graphing it on like the quiz for me. But because they're all on one graph right now, just name the point for me. Okay, what'd you get for C?
Negative 2, negative 2.
Okay, so you went over the y-axis, right?
But don't we, because it says y equals 1?
Y equals 1. Where is the line that y is always equal to 1? So 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, right? Where your y value is always 1 is these points. Right? Think about it as points. My y value is 1. My y value is 1. My y value is 1. I want the line where your y value is always 1. So if you plot those points, those are right here. Okay, remember y equals is always a horizontal line, not the vertical line.
What the heck?
The y-axis is the vertical line, right? But if it's y equals some number, you should be getting a horizontal line every time, okay? So if y is 1 and we are looking at point C, here's point C. So to get to that 1, 2, 3 units below the line, we need to go 1, 2, 3 units above the line. That would be our new C.
Wait,
So that would be 2, 4.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the point 2,
wait,
4.
I'm confused though,
That
cause.
took too much.
Here, let me erase all
don't you
this
say we
other
start
stuff.
at C?
Yes.
So if we
Um,
start at C, then, and we're going over the Y,
They
then
wouldn't go up 3.
that's 1, 2, that's 2.
Let me show you. I'm going to erase all this other stuff.
Take it up.
And that'd be point A.
Wait, so the line, oh my gosh, I don't get why it's Y, but
Okay, look.
it's horizontal.
I need to get my pen to be a better size.
I understand
Ooh.
it now.
Okay, in the picture, this is the x-axis, right? That's your x-axis. This is your y-axis. So they're saying if I'm going to reflect over the line, y equals 1.
So we have to draw,
Y equals 1 is this line,
oh,
right? Because my x-axis is here.
I get it.
Okay, that's where my y value is 0. I want my y value to be 1. So I need to go up 1. And now this has a point, this is, let's see, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, right? All of my y values are 1 there. Does that make sense? Okay, so if that's where my y values are 1 and I want to reflect point C, I need to go 1, 2, 3 up. So now flip it 1, 2, 3 more, and that would be my C prime. Does that make sense?
See.
Okay. All right, let's do number 4. I'm going to erase all this junk again. Okay, so this says the line is x equals -1. What kind of line would x equals -1 be? That's a vertical line because your x value is always -1. Think of points. -1, 0. -1, 2. -1, -1, right? Your x value is always -1. So if I plot those points, here's 0, 0, right? So -1, 0, -1, 2, -1, -1. These are all the places where your x value is -1. Okay, so there's x equals -1. We are trying to flip D over that. So D is currently here. What's the relationship between D and your line?
1.
You're 1 unit to the left, right? So we want to go where?
Yeah.
If you're currently 1 to the left, you want to go 1 to the right of the line. So we were 1 left, so go 1 right. That's the reflection. So this is your D prime, which is the point 0, 2.
What the heck?
oh, this makes sense now.
Good.
This is such easy math. Like the only time I could really get this wrong is like
Okay.
Counting
Okay. You try those last 2 then. Figure out where your E prime would fall and where your F prime would fall, knowing that this is the line y equals -1, and this is the line x equals 2. Figure out what points you get from that. Isn't boys volleyball home today?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really warm.
If they get out at 2?
Um,
They need to warm up.
Is it like right after school? They start at 3?
It's at 3. JV's at 3.
Is it really? I thought it was 4 and 5 something. Because I was going to try to go to those with my kids.
What does it mean to copy each figure? Because I
What?
think that's the reflection line, but I don't know what it means to copy each pair of the figures. What does that mean?
Actually, no, I'm
Oh,
not.
you don't have to.
I'm gonna do
Okay.
It's
digital.
because it was on a different, like, this is pre-digital
Why?
stuff.
I'm doing creative.
It's already been copied for
And
you.
then for that, that's right.
Bruh.
I'm doing creative writing study hall, and I forgot the other.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
you almost did a translation.
No,
You
I
fixed
Yeah.
it.
I've done some.
Oh.
Good job. Okay, what did you get for E?
What did I get for E?
Where does y equal -1?
All done.
What kind of line? Y equals -1. Horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
Horizontal. So y equals -1 is this line. So E is currently 1 below, so you're gonna go 1 above. So for E, you should have gotten -3, 0.
Got it.
Okay. F is
That.
x equals 2.
I wish you could see what the.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's this line, x equals 2.
picture is. Yeah.
So F is currently right here. So 1, 2, 3. You need to go 1, 2, 3. And that'll be your F prime. So that is 5, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so for this one, since this is my y.
5,
I'm gonna
-3.
start here. So 1, 2.
Okay.
1, 2.
What you're doing is since you're making it into a reflection, imagine that this is there.
So
Since it
why?
on, Ms. Verhoeven, for number 8, if you are, since you already know where the points are, do I have to rewrite the point, or can I just draw the reflection and put the, and I specify
Here's the
this,
thing.
prime?
I would prefer you still draw the original one because I feel like if you're not seeing it with the line of reflection, it's hard to make sure that you're not starting at the wrong point, right?
Wait,
So I would draw them both.
Like, I didn't draw the original reflection, I just wrote the new.
Yeah, on the test and the quiz for sure. Like it's points for being able to graph the original and it's points for being able to graph the reflection. Okay, look at number 7. So you're gonna graph these points. 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is M.
The new axis.
Okay, N is at 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2.
Is really here.
And O is at 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have a question. So, for this one, since y equals 2, is the, what's this called, the vertex?
Origin.
Or the origin, so does the origin start here? Is that what that means? So for the first one, when I go,
I think
No.
the
1,
reflection
2,
is
3,
only the
1,
one
2,
that starts
3.
there, right?
No, you always start from the origin to graph your points,
That's what I thought.
then find your line and
Let's
flip
go,
over
I
that
did it
line.
right.
Okay.
Luke,
Yeah.
hashtag I'm a genius, high five.
Okay,
Vertical. Why
so
did you
take a
do
look
that?
at this one. Where is your x-axis? Savior.
It's the horizontal line.
X.
It's the horizontal
X is
line.
supposed to be
This is your x-axis.
time out.
Okay, so if I want to reflect that MON over that,
How the heck did I?
you pick one point at a time. Max, you with me? Put that away. Do this. Like no puzzles right now, just this. Where is my N prime gonna end up? So N is here. Where do I move for N prime?
Down
4.
4 points.
Down 4. You're going down 2 to get to the line. You need to copy that down 2 again to get to your new point. So that's N prime. Okay, same thing for O. O is currently 1, 2, 3, 4 above. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 below. And that's O prime. And then M is 1, 2, 3 above. So 1, 2, 3 below is M prime. And you get this triangle. Okay, so this is your new figure when you reflect over the x-axis. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Think if I folded that graph on that x, that's where it would be. Okay, so look at number 8. It's the exact same starting triangle. So you're gonna graph that triangle again. 3, 3, so that's M. 5-2 is here, 4-4.
Because public school.
Oh, 4-4, what am I doing?
Because they're not broke.
I've been ordained for 6 months now.
Okay. There's something interesting about this one. Where is the line y equals 2?
Horizontal, so
It's horizontal. You go where?
2.
Up 2, right? Y equals 2 is this line.
It's right on O.
It is
Oh,
on
so
O.
O stays in the same place.
That's it, right? If it goes through a point, that point stays put. So your O prime is the exact same point as O. Okay? Hey, turn around. Where does N go? It's 2 above. You're going to go 2 below. So that's N prime. M is 1 above, so you're going to go 1 below. That's M prime. Oops. So you get this triangle. Okay? Okay, these last ones are quick. It says copy the figure, and line L, draw its reflection image. This is because this comes out of a book. So you don't have to copy anything. You just need to draw the new figure. So basically what you're doing is you're duplicating, like this would go down here,
Oh my gosh, I just
Right?
had deja vu.
then you would meet back up with this one for this line. Then a little dip here, back down to the line, so back up to the line. And then this last little piece would be right here.
Maybe it's Caden.
It's a fish.
Is it Gavin? Is it Jackson?
All right.
Is it
Did you try number 10?
Probably. Wait, what?
Hey, did you try number 10?
Yes.
No.
And 11 and 12.
Okay, so does it look like this?
It was along the lines of that.
I'm drawing what I see in the visions.
Wait, this is what the voices tell me.
This is what the voice.
Does it look like that?
That's along the lines.
Yes.
I feel like it looks
Okay.
like this.
Creepy. All right, this one, the line of reflection would be there.
So drawing. That's how they draw. They like do it
Yeah,
spirals.
I know, I only draw like stars.
Good on that?
So then it looks
Yeah.
like schizo.